What is up, everyone? How you doing today? My name is Daniel Francis, and yes, as you can see, it's the escarpment in the back in Grimsby, Ontario, near Niagara Falls. But in this video, I want to talk about the comfort zone and how your growth really lies outside of your comfort. And I can't wait to kind of break this down, because I think this is so vital of why a lot of people don't see growth in their life, and why a lot of people they repeat things over and over and over again. They repeat the same situations, the same level of normalness, however you want to put it, and why, in order to really change and grow and become the best version of you, it really comes from stepping out of the norm, stepping out of the comfort. So, for me, if I look at my life, when I struggled with stuttering for so many years, the biggest thing I did was not go after the boogeyman or confront the boogeyman in the closet, meaning that I did everything I could have to not speak. And when I was about 21 years old, I got asked to come to a public speaking event where there was one person who came to the front of the room, and they spoke for about 35 minutes, roughly my age, and he blew me away. He spoke with so much articulation, so much confidence, so much passion, and I wish I had that. And that really inspired me to start working with that person closely, because I said, if I could have what he has, my life would never be the same. So, after that event happened, I said, how can I work with you? And I kind of followed his process. And, fast forward a couple months later, I was actually giving a very similar speech that he gave, until it reached to, speaking in front of 10 people, 15 people, 500 people, one time up to 1,000 plus people 6 months later, which was, one of the craziest days of my life. And from that experience, my stutter started to be more controlled, started to have more confidence in my voice. Because what I did was I confronted the boogeyman in the closet, meaning that if I want to speak better, I have to speak more. I have to do the things that scare me. So, my first ever time giving that speech or giving a presentation, I was nervous, I was shaking, I was having so much anxiety. And I practiced that speech over and over and over and over and over again. I would say 200, 300, 400 times. And when I finally gave it in front of a room of 6 or 7 people, and when that presentation was done, I got a round of applause, and everyone was happy, and the people around me were inspired by me. And that day I realized how much potential I really had, because before that day, this is probably when I was 21 years old, but before that day, really 20, before that day, I was, the turtle in the shell. I was quiet. I didn't want to speak up. I didn't want to stutter in front of others. I didn't want to say something and mess up and embarrass in front of people. And that was a major lesson or realization, which was, in order to grow, I need to do the things that scare me. And ever since that day, I'm 28 right now. I can say that I'm a fairly confident speaker for the most part. Obviously, there's better speakers than me, but I'm fairly confident in my communication and in my voice. And this really aligns to everything. If you want to lose weight, well, you got to do the things that scare you, which is maybe you got to actually show up to the gym. Maybe you got to go hire that personal trainer that has the body that you're looking for, because they're going to hold you accountable to your goals. If you have a hard time talking with girls or women, maybe, you need to go up and approach, a person or a female or a girl or whatever the case, is, and, go say hi and introduce yourself. And even though that's scary before, doing that will increase your confidence. If it's, you want to start a business, going and starting that business. If you want to get to the next level and you already have a business and you want to go from X amount of dollars to, 2, 3, 4, 5 times that, maybe you got to go make that investment and hire that coach who's doing that, or hire that professional or that consultant so they can help you get to that next level. And making that investment is scary. That's why I'm a big fan of action taker and decision makers. I'm very picky with even people who I coach. I look for action takers and decision makers, and people that kind of put their fears to the side and say, let's do it. Because that is a skill, or that is a sign of someone who's willing to step out of their comfort zone. A lot of people, a lot of my clients who I work with are people that have never really hired a coach before. They've never really hired a speaking coach never really even talked about that they've had a hard time with their speech. They've always kind of held it to themselves. So even booking a call, that's why I always recommend everyone to book a call with me. If you're watching this on Instagram, you can go to my my bio, and there's a link there, and you can actually book a call. If you're watching this elsewhere, you can definitely find links if you want to message me personally to book a call with me. We do a strategy call where we kind of break down where you're at, the goals you have, and if we align, and if it makes sense to even work together. But doing that is scary. Investing into a coach, it's scary, but these are all the things that allow you to step outside your comfort zone and become the best version of you. So what I want to remind you is this: your growth lies in stepping out of the comfort. And if you are not seeing progression in your life, if you're not seeing the potential being reached, the growth being had as the years progress, then maybe you got to start looking at, okay, am I stepping out of my comfort zone on a consistent basis, on a daily basis? If you stutter, you going through a drive-through and ordering food, are you making that phone call? Are you doing the things that force you to grow? Yes, you can read. Yes, you can learn. Yes, you can watch videos. I get that. But if you really want to change, you got to combine that with the right type of action taken, which is stepping outside your comfort zone and doing the things that scare you. If you want to be a better public speaker, go give that talk. Go find a way. Go on live on Facebook. Go find a group where you can go do that. There's groups everywhere. And if